dynamic world of sports. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a casual observer, join us from Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. as I, Gargi Raut, and my co-host Ishan Shahane deliver a fast-paced and entertaining rundown of the top headlines, player insights, and everything else you need to know to kickstart your day in the world of sports. For the very first headline, unfortunately, India's pursuit of the FIH Hockey Men's Junior World Cup 2023 has come to an end with a 4-1 defeat to Germany in the semi-final at the National Hockey Stadium in Kuala Lumpur. Despite a good start by the third-ranked Indian team, who received two penalty corners within the first 4 minutes, it was the second-ranked German side that struck first with a field goal from Ben Haschbach in the 8th minute. India swiftly responded with a field goal from Chirmako in the 11th minute. However, Germany gained momentum in the second quarter, culminating in Ben Haschbach scoring his second goal from a penalty corner in the last minute. Despite India's efforts in the third quarter, including winning the 11th penalty corner, Germany extended their lead with Paul Glander converting a penalty corner, resulting in a 4-1 victory. For the second news headlines of the day, India has clinched a convincing 106-run victory against South Africa in the third T20I, leveling the series 1-1. The triumph at Johannesburg was fueled by spinner Kuldeep Yadav's 5-wicket haul and Ravindra Jadeja's two crucial wickets in the match. Defending a target of 201, India took control by dismissing both South African openers and half of the middle order. Skipper Suryakumar Yadav also showcased a stellar performance as he always does in T20Is, scoring a blistering century in 55 balls before India reached a total of 201 for 7 wickets. Earlier, South African spinner Keshav Maharaj had created a lot of tension by dismissing Shubman Gill and Tilak Verma in back-to-back deliveries. In the very same match, and a third news headline of the day, Surya Kumar Yadav has broken a record and he demonstrated his batting prowess by notching up his fourth T20I century against South Africa in the third T20I with an impressive century in 55 balls featuring 8 sixes and 7 fours. Surya Kumar Yadav has equaled Rohit Sharma's record for the most T20I centuries. Australia's Glenn Maxwell also shares this very record, having scored 4 T20I centuries. Moving on to the world of wrestling, Antim Panghal, a two-time world under-20 champion and senior world's bronze medalist in the 53 kg category, earned the title of the United World Wrestling Rising Star of the Year 2023 in the women's section. Antim's remarkable achievements included securing a silver medal in her senior Asian Championships debut, successfully defending her under-20 world title, and also clinching a bronze medal at the World Championships. Notably, she also defeated world champion Dom Parrish from USA, Roxana Zasina, Poland, and European champion Jonna Malmgren from Sweden in her first senior-level World Championships. And finally, the historic India-England Test match at the D.Y. Patil Stadium marked a India women and England women Test match at the D.Y. Patil Stadium marked a significant moment for umpire Rinda Rathi, who became the first woman Test umpire for India. Born in Navi Mumbai, her debut in hometown added an extra layer of significance to the occasion. Brinda Rathi has previously made history in the very same year, January 10th, 2023, alongside Narayanan Janani, as they became the first women umpires to officiate as on-field umpires in a men's domestic fixture in India during the 22-23 season of the Ranji Trophy, standing in the match between Goa and Pondicherry. From the D.Y. Patil Stadium itself, we have Ishan Shahane joining us to give us the rundown of what has happened and gone down in the match between India women and England women on the first day of the Test match. Ishan.
Hello everyone, good morning. So as we all know, the first day belonged to Team India. I mean, that batting lineup, that batting display was just fantastic. And it was so refreshing to see, Gargi, because, we lost 2 early wickets and everybody was feeling, listen, this batting lineup can crumble now. But then you had Jemima Roderick step in, we had Shobha step in. So, I mean, it's just fantastic to see how everybody is stepping in. Once Jemima got out, once Shobha got out, we had captain Harmanpreet Kaur step in. along with Yastika Bhatia. So everyone has chipped in, and that's what you need when you're playing a sport like this. It's a team effort. It's never just about individual performances, Gagi. So I think everybody of the team has really performed well, and even Deepti Sharma, who's currently batting today. So I mean, literally everybody's performed, and I think you can't get better than this for Team India. Obviously, they would want to continue with the momentum, push forward, get past 500, and I think that will put a lot of pressure on the English camp.
Absolutely. And apart from Ishan, we have a very special guest joining us, Bharat Ramraj. Good morning and thank you for joining us this early in the morning. Bharat, your thoughts on the first day of the test match between India and England?
Yeah, as I said, it was a great display of batting from India. Four of them scoring half centuries. Early on, they lost a couple of wickets. Then we saw Shubha Satish playing that fine knock under pressure. Her debutants as well. Someone that have followed for a while. I think she made her debut long back, some 12 years ago, at the age of 13 or 14. And it took her 6 years to score a 15 list A cricket, and there she is scoring a 50 here on a test debut. And then obviously Rodriguez, others also scored 50s. Fine display of batting by India, and it was good to see a debutant playing fluent drives and scoring runs.
Bharat, do you think the bowling by the England bowlers was a little poor by their standards, or do you think it was just fantastic batting?
Yeah, one point I have to always consider is that women cricketers don't play too much of Test cricket, so perhaps their lines and lengths for Test cricket they take a little bit of time. Sorry, they take a little bit of time to get settled into rhythm, because the lengths required in Test cricket are slightly different. You have to bowl slightly more attacking lengths, go fuller. Perhaps at the start they bowl too full, and after that they shorten their lengths. As you know, we have seen in domestic cricket as well that Shubha has an issue or two in short ball. It took a little while for them to understand this. So I guess it's also to do with the test match length. Sometimes you have to ball a little more attacking length in test cricket. Either you have to go short or you have to go slightly full.
Yeah.
Maybe they went too
Yes.
full.
Yeah, Ishan, tell us about the crowd over there. What's the situation like? Because,
Yes.
there's not a lot of attention right now on the test match.
Yes. So Gagi, to be honest, there's not much of a crowd build-up at the moment. The crowd does tend to come in post lunch, and yesterday, like I mentioned in like one of the videos, there was a bunch of school kids cheering the girls, fully from their hearts, and that was so good to see. And it just made me wonder that these kids were just supporting them just for the joy that they had for the sport, whether they were winning, losing. It was the smallest of things, and they were just cheering on. And I think that's a lesson for all of us. It's just not about men's cricket. We should go out here. We should be celebrating all forms of cricket, and that's the only way women's cricket can truly grow. But coming back to the point, the crowd's been a little disappointing, if I have to be honest. I expected a larger crowd today, especially after a good performance yesterday by the Indians. So I'm hoping that crowd can possibly build up post lunch and later on in the evening.
I mean, even though school kids are, brought in by the school, management and all of
Yes.
that, they don't come by themselves. So that's, a little bit disappointing to see that a lot of
Yeah.
crowd has turned up. But Bharat, with, these sort of performances by any team, any women's team, do you think, these teams can sort of convince ICC or Greg Barclay to include?
That's a tough question to answer. As you know, see, it comes down to they will see whether the crowd has come or how many people are watching this. So that's a tough question to answer, because I'm not sure whether Test cricket is uh, really meant for women cricketers, in the sense that it finally comes down to marketing. And marketers, I don't know how they look at Test cricket and in relation to women's cricket. So that is where it comes down to, not in our hands. So hopefully, the women cricketers will get more chances to play Test cricket. That's what I genuinely feel. I remember long back, 28 years ago, the first time I watched women's Test match. That was, I think, India and England. Janet Britton was batting, and a very very good batter. Those memories I have. So I hope that women cricketers get more chances. But as I said, it's not in our hands.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll get a few more sponsors, and marketers will look at it as a viable option.
Bharat, talking about the game today, what do you think India's game plan should be? Do you think they should, try and press on as much as possible before lunch, get to 500, and then possibly declare?
It's a declaration. I think they should just see. Only one day has gone by. They're already 410 for 7. I think they would bat till they get bowled out. So try to score as quickly as possible. So as maybe 50, 60 runs, had 50, 60 runs, and get bowled out because not sure they'll declare because only one day has gone by. There's a lot of time for India to if they want to bowl out England twice.
Yeah,
And
correct.
going back to the India versus South Africa match that we all saw, quite a few impressive performances from India. But first of all, we have to talk about Kuldeep Yadav's performance, Bharat. A 5 wicket haul. Talk about him.
Yeah, there's a great performance. Obviously, I don't expect that at the Wanderers spinners to come into the equation and take a lot of wickets. But yesterday the pitch was perhaps a little more drier than usual, and he just ran through the South African batting unit. See, the thing with Kuldeep Yadav is he mixes up his pace really well. He seems to be a lot more confident when it comes to hitting a good length, or as spinners call it, as spot bowling. In the past, perhaps he was getting rattled as soon as someone would hit him for a 4 or a 6, but not so now. And even his coach told to me that he's worked very hard on his bowling good length spots. So that is something I think we could see yesterday. He was really confident in his with his bowling, and just ran through the South African batting net.
Yeah, I remember this one visual from the World Cup, I believe, where the crowd was asking Kuldeep Yadav. The India was in a very tense situation, and Kuldeep Yadav said, "I'm here, don't worry." He replied to the crowd, and that's what he did in the last match as well. But Yashasvi Jaiswal, with the kind of performances that he's giving, do you think he has an edge over the other young openers?
So one thing you always see with Jaiswal is his belief. Whatever it is, he will play shots. Even if it's a good ball, he will try to hit it for a 6, and that's what you want in T20 cricket. You want to see, of course, it's a cliché term. Fearless cricket perhaps has become a cliché term, but that's what you want to see in a youngster playing T20 cricket. Just go out there, have fun, play shots, don't worry about getting out. So you have to hit the best ball that the bowler bowls for a 6, or you should have that ability or have that confidence, and that's what Jaiswal has, and that's what obviously, as I said, noted yesterday, Rajinikanth of T20 batting, Mr. Surya Kumar also has. So uh,
Yeah.
that kind of fearless brand of cricket, and that's what you want in T20 cricket.
Absolutely. And a question to both of you. Jitesh Sharma, gives a lot of blistering performances in the IPL in the last Australian series as well. Suddenly he's overseas and nothing's working for him as of now. We've seen that a little bit. Do you think he struggles to play outside of India?
So it's just a couple of matches, so not sure we should. At least in this series, a couple of matches. So I'm not sure we should judge him based on a couple of matches. And one of the yesterday was hit wicket as well. So these things happen, as we saw even with that Harmanpreet Kaur run out. So sometimes these things happen, and you just have to move forward to the next match. So Jitesh Sharma is a good striker of the ball. I think is compared to a few other options, is a decent player of pace bowling. Hopefully, at some point it will come through, because batting in the middle order, number 5, number 6, it's not so easy to come and just go bang bang against opposition.
Yes,
Huh?
Gagi, I completely agree with Bharat here. It's too early to say, to be honest. He's a class act. So I think all he needs to do is give himself some time. And, IPL and international cricket, it's a jump. I mean, the IPL helps in giving you some sort of a platform which will get you ready for international cricket, but it's not international cricket at the end of the day. So I mean, it will take time, but with everything, the more he gets used to the whole practice of playing international cricket more, he's only going to get better, Gagi.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the end of this show. Thank you so much to Bharat and Ishan for joining us. Ishan will be at the DY Patil Stadium covering the match and will be giving us all the updates from the ground. So keep on doing that. And to all the viewers, stay tuned to RevSportz because We do sports coverage like you've never seen before.
Thank you.